This call is now being recorded.
Hi everyone, my name is Danilad, son of Prabhudas. Our topic for today is irresponsible consumption contributes directly to greenhouse emissions, pollution, and the loss of biodiversity worldwide. I think this happens because when people buy more than they need, companies increases their production, which requires a lot of energy from the fossil fuels. This releases large amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. Transportation of goods adds even more emissions. All these greenhouse gases contribute to global warming and climate change. A solution that's suggested for this problem is when our consumers should buy products that only necessary and support brands that use renewable energy. What do you all think about my idea?
I think you have a very good point, Cloud. But we can't also forget the companies, most of the companies actually are trying to achieve for ISO 14001, so which requires to have a very clean emission-free manufacturing companies. And also for the transportation part, they're also pushing to maximize the full load when they are sending anything or whatsoever. So, and most of the couriers nowadays, they are also converting uh, the motorbikes, petrol engine, combustion engine motorbikes to an EV version of bikes. So they are also making some improvements, but I totally agree with your point also. But we can't deny the fact that they are actually trying to make a difference. That's all from me.
Hi guys. My name is Sachin Sagunan. So yes, I understand and agree with the point that Wasan has given me. But aside from that, I do think that resource extraction also reduces biodiversity, which is connected with the topic. So basically, overconsumption increases the demand for raw materials such as, for example, timber, metals, palm oil, and also agricultural land. So to meet this rising demand, companies and agencies engage in large-scale resource extraction, which has several negative impacts on biodiversity, right? So, for example, deforestation and habitat loss. So we all know, due to huge areas of forests that are cleared to obtain wood and to create farmland, animals lose their homes and food sources. They also uh, make the forest ecosystems becoming really unstable as well. Aside from that, the disruption of ecosystem balance. So with this point, basically predator and prey relationship is being collapsed and the soil quality degrades. Aside from that, also mining and land degradation is also one factor in it, which destroys vegetation and also pollutes river with toxic waste. So I believe that uh, proper consuming is really important to avoid such issues. Aside from the ones stated by Waston and Danny Raj, any of you guys have more to elaborate on this or their own opinions?
Yes, I agree with you, Sachin's point, which is just eco-certified products and support conversations friendly industry. Apart from that, food waste also creates harmful emissions. Like many people buy more food than they actually need, often due to poor planning or the desire to stock up. As a result, expires or leftovers foods is frequently thrown away. When this food decomposed in landfills, it produced methane. As you guys know, methane is a potent greenhouse gas released from decomposing organic matter, such as food waste, which traps heat in atmosphere and also contributes to global warming. Additionally, wasting food means that all the resources used to produce it, such as land, water, fertilizers, and also energy, that are wasted too, putting unnecessary strain on the environment also. So, in my opinion, people can plan meals carefully, buy only what they need, and store food properly, and also use leftovers, which reduce waste and also lower harmful emissions. Yeah, that's all from me.
Yeah, I will totally agree with Vignesh said, because it is because people people actually buy more than they need, and that's why they can't really eat it, and they waste their foods. So, well, in my opinion, I got another point, which is fast fashion harms the environment. So this is because fast fashion causes massive waste, because most of the clothes are made from cheap materials and not designed to last long. So consumers will buy them and wear them for a few times and throw them, because the trend now is changing very quick. So as a result, millions of tons of clothing end up in landfills. So secondly, I would say, yeah, the fast fashion and industry uses enormous amount of natural resources. Okay, so just to produce one cotton requires a huge amount of waters. So we don't know how. I mean, there's a lot of shirts are produced in one day, which become uh, which causes a huge amount of water footprint. So yeah, that's all from me. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And I would also like to point out a few, not a few, I would like to also point out the point where excessive water also causes pollution. Like, since we are talking about excessive usage of resources, excessive water causes significant pollution because of overconsumption leads to a larger amount of plastic packaging and disposable items that are thrown every day into the river or sea or whatever it is. Much of this waste ends up in the landfill, rivers, and ocean where it does not break easily. As we know, plastic takes years and years to decay. So as plastic slowly degrades, they will release harmful chemical into the soil and water, which can damage the ecosystem and negatively affect both human and animals' health. Okay, since we are talking about this, we also have heard a lot of news about baby that are being carried in the mother's womb, ladies who are pregnant, their childs are born with microplastic. This is one of those examples that which, and these are one of the examples and the reason for it happening. So to help this reduce, people can cut down a single-use plastic and switch to reusable bags, bottles, container, which lowers the amount of waste product and helps to protect the environment. So this is my take on this matter. And do you all agree with it? Is it good?
Yeah, sure. I totally agree with you.
Okay, with that being said, I would like to go for a conclusion. So with that being said, irresponsible consumption has significant environmental impact, including increased greenhouse emission, pollution, loss of biodiversity, and resources waste. By being mindful choices as buying only what we need and reducing single-use plastic, supporting eco-friendly products, minimizing food waste, and choosing sustainable clothing, we can help to protect the environment and promote a healthier planet for future generations, which does not involve any uh, harmful pollutions or whatsoever for the upcoming generations. That's all from us.